Hi, everybody. Thank you for being flexible. Allie didn't realize it was Friday night, and y'all just know it's Friday night. Okay. And David Hudson's birthday and all the things. So, anyways, we are doing a little switcheroo. So, I am so excited for what Allie has to share with you guys today. Y'all know every time Allie talks, she's got some fire to speak to us. Okay. So, come ready, coachable, and excited. I think this is going to be amazing. So I have spotlighted you, Allie, and I'm going to turn it over to you, dear.
Well, thank you. I appreciate y'all being flexible. I just didn't realize. And Amber Lynn said she had looked and saw that it was a Friday. She's like, I thought about texting you. It's like, next time text me just to make sure. All right. So I want to talk about how you're going to take this. You're going to start treating your business like you're the CEO of it. And we're going to take charge of it because I've had to have like a shift of mindset in the last few months. Do you guys struggle with, you feel like you need to have, just go ahead and put struggle. You have to have it all together before you can work your business. Like you have to have the kids calm down. You have to have the quiet in the background. You have to have your house cleaned up. Do you guys feel that? Like, can you relate to that? If y'all can't relate to that, then I'm I'm so thankful for y'all. Okay, Heather struggles, Ashley struggles. And so when Ashley Veal and I first built this, we had to 100% lock down our lives, do these 2-3 hour makeup lives where, I got to wait till kids are asleep. And that was just, I was like, well, I can't go live because I can't be locked to a camera for 2 hours to get a full glam done. And so Ashley said something to me last month and it just shifted like my entire mindset of, she was like, Allie, first of all, ain't nobody got 2 hours to watch you do makeup. That probably should have hurt my feelings, but that was like the biggest relief I've heard in the last month of my life. She said, but also they just want to see you. And I've had so many people comment on my social media and be like, where are you? Like, why don't we see your lives? And so from then on, I was like, you know what? We're just going to show up how we're going to show up. And that's the first thing I want you guys to drop in the chat is messy. I want you to get real comfortable with doing it messy, which should be so easy for me because my entire brand has been built on being the hot mess express. But evidently I still felt like I had to have some type of clean organization to it before I could show up. So that's the first thing I want you guys to realize is this is where you're going to shift. You're going to stop acting like it all has to be perfect and you're going to start moving like a CEO. Even if you're in your pajamas, little dry shampoo. Messy action over perfect planning is where you're going to live. Because if we wait until it gets perfect, our kids are going to be in college and at some point we're going to be looking at retirement. And we started this so that we could have more vacations with our kids. Look, I'm still in my workout clothes, literally just have on a lip oil and absolutely nothing. And I'm showing at the train. So that's the first thing I want you guys to realize is that you're committing to do messy action over perfect planning. Consistency will beat motivation every time. The best quote I ever got from one of my favorite trainers at the gym that I never understood for the longest time was she was like, I don't want you to pick motivation. I want you to pick consistency and discipline because those two will have stayed with you long after motivation has left the building. Let me just tell you that because the days that I'm not motivated to show this up is every day. Like I'm a mom to a special needs child, and last month I actually can tell you it was a hard time for her, but I still showed up because this is the life that I want. Okay, these are the things that I want, and I want to be able. I've been able to spend so much more time with Hudson than I was with my other two kids because of this job. And I started to treat it like, oh, I want to show that I can have a comment in my paycheck. And years ago. And so that's what I showed up for is like, I'm going to prove my husband wrong. He told me like, oh, people don't make money from this. Okay, bet. Let me show you. So I want you. And that's when I showed up messy. That's when I have glued my eyes shut trying to put on lashes. People have seen my underwear when I sit up on a Facebook live because I was like, oh, I don't need my pants. I just need to go live before I go to work. Mommy, and that's, you what? What? She just nodded at me. So that's what I want you guys to realize is it's not about the people that built this, like Ashley Veal, Melissa Nicole, even Christina Hernandez. They didn't build this, when everything lined up. They started showing up because they couldn't put groceries on the table. Ashley, I think she said hers was like she wanted to quit having to stretch out $80 for her grocery bill. I wanted to spend more time with my kids. Melissa Nicole, I think she said had like $15 in the bank account. So I want you guys to realize that if you're wanting to turn this into a real thing, let's stop treating it like, oh, I'm going to wait till it gets perfect and let's just start showing up. I did lives last month with like the mess on the floor in the background and just showing them how I was making my mom potion in the afternoon. And I had so many more questions about it. Like, oh, I do have the energy dropper. I don't have time for X, Y, and Z. So that's the first thing I want you to do is commit to consistency over motivation. Because if we're honest, at the end of the day, we're all tired and we're never gonna be motivated. You don't need more time. You just need better decisions and using your time. The first thing I'll give you is, well, the second thing I guess is you've got to set a timer. So if you're gonna do your daily method of operations, your DMOs, you need to set a timer, because I guarantee if you don't, you'll catch yourself in the TikTok scroll hole. How many of y'all get stuck in the scroll hole? Anybody get stuck in this scroll hole? And then you didn't post anything and you don't have any content out there. So set a timer for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. And during those 10 to 15 minutes, this is a system you're going to stick to. You're going to have conversations. So if that means you go across your stories and you ask them like, oh, you went to the pool. Did your kids love that? Oh, you're on spring break. Where are you guys going? Those are conversations. Conversations lead to people asking about your products and seeing your stories. Then you're going to do content. It's visibility. So are you going to do a post that is when you post, you're posting for 3 or 4 different reasons. You're posting to inspire, you're posting to make them feel something, or you're posting to let them know about your products or opportunity. So pick one of those 3. Ideally, I would love to say, hey, I want you posting 3 times a day. But I'm going to tell you right now, I get that posting 3 times a day is a lot. I want you to hear that. If you look at Ashley Veal and I stuff and you're like, man, I don't have time to post 3 times a day, I want you to also remember this is Ashley Veal and I's full-time income. So what we do is going to be a lot more than somebody that is still working a full-time job. If you are wanting to post while you're still at work, then you need to prepare the night before you go to bed and be like, oh, this is what I would want to post at lunchtime, and schedule that to post so that your social media is still working and showing up while you're at work. A little bit of planning helps you get ahead. But I don't ever want you guys to look at Ashley and I's social media and go like, oh, wait, I'm trying to keep, set a timer, Tiffany. A timer is going to be the biggest reality check for you, because we're all like, oh, I work my business for an hour a day. But do you? Because what actually happens during that hour? So set a timer for 10 minutes. And at the end of 10 minutes, if you haven't had 3 conversations created, or 3 conversations, or created a reel, or followed up with customers, then you wasted your time. And you need to be more cognizant of that. If you need to like create a to-do list of like, oh, this is how many messages I'm going to send in stories, so you check it off like you're one of those people, then do that. Like, start holding yourself accountable. If you went to work for your manager and they'd be like, hey, I need this to get done, and you had to make a checklist, then you would check off the checklist, correct? Then why would you not do that for this? This is a real job. This is a real thing. Let's start holding ourselves accountable. And on that same note, ladies, I'm not saying take yourself to the cross and be like, I didn't get X, Y, and Z done. I'm the worst person at this. No, this is a learning curve of like, hey, this is what I got done. This is what I could do better. This is what I wanted to accomplish. This is what I actually accomplished. This is a reality check, not a beat yourself up session. I don't ever want you guys to beat yourself up. I want you to realize that everybody can be successful at this. This girl over here had absolutely no network marketing experience when I started, and I had absolutely no social media following. When I started to quit caring what everybody else thought, and showing up because I wanted a paycheck out of this, that's when I started to find the real magic of it. But you've got to find these pockets of time. Guys, I used to sell cars for 12 to 16-hour days and still find pockets of time to work this. Do you have a lunch break and you're sitting there watching Netflix? Okay, this is a time we could be working. Look, I love Netflix. I love a little Peacock, a little Paramount, a little Real Housewives. We all love the guilty-free pleasure to laugh, but we all also started this because we want to take an extra vacation. We want to go get our nails done. So let's work during our lunch break. We can eat our Chick-fil-A salad and we can send messages. We can comment on stories. And these are little things that you guys think like, oh, well, that doesn't add up. Really? Why does it not add up? Because if I messaged Amber like, oh, hey, what did you do for your kids' spring break? And then the next day she saw my mom posting where I'm not as tired in the afternoon and she's like, hey, what is that? The little things of where you're building your foundation business, guys, is the things you guys think don't add up. And you're like, oh, well, I don't need, like, that's not going to be enough. If I consistently have 5 conversations every day and there's 30 days in a month, that is 150 people I talk to. If you had 150 people walk into your inbox right now to ask about your products, your opportunity, or how to make income from their phone, would that change your business? Would it? Put a yes in the comments if it would change your business. And if it does change your business, then all you need to do is have 5 conversations a day. You guys think this is like, and you want to build it up in your mind of like, we're having these massive conversations of 10 to 20 people a day. No, guys, it is taking care of those 5 people a day. It is having those 5 conversations and it is choosing to show up every single day. That's where it adds up. So let me see where we're at. I have notes. I try to keep notes, keep myself on task here. So your 3 non-negotiables every day is conversations, set like a goal of how many you want to have, your content, and your follow-up. That's it. There's no overwhelm. Okay. So I want you to say it like this. If I only do these 3 things every day, my business still grows. So you can put it in the chat if you want to. If I only do these 3 things, it's okay. You want a napkin? You all can't see her. She made a mess with her ice cream. Here, babe. Wipe it off. You wipe it off. Get my full meltdown. All right. So if you only do those 3 things every day, your business will still grow. I'm winding up. So, all right. So here's your permission slip moment. This is where I want you to feel seen, and I want you to know that your thing is conversation always feels awkward. I want you to make it, Tiffany. It's, first of all, I think you're a very friendly person. I've never met you in person, but you're super talkative. I think you have the gift of gab like I do. My husband, I wish I could see this. This is my child's butt right here. So, and look, this is my child's butt, and we stopped in the middle of the day so that I could do a training. This business can work for you. You just have to show up in the pockets of time that you can. Okay, but this is what I want you to realize. I have the gift of gab. If you go with me to Walmart, we're not getting out of Walmart quickly because I will end up talking to somebody, and I'm not short-winded. So, and I see you're a gabber. So I just want you to, when you're talking to people, it's not awkward. You would talk to these people anyways. So when you're going through your stories, just think of like a genuine question that you would ask them. Like, oh, a lot of people are going to be on spring break next week. So I'll be in my stories a lot asking people like, where did you go? What did you do? Did your kids enjoy it? And if it's local stuff, because you are a nanny, you could ask them like, oh, what did you do? Because I would love to take the kids that I nanny there. And then they can give you recommendations, like, and they can feel seen. A lot of time moms, that they don't feel seen. You know, we're our kids' chauffeur, we're our kids' maid, we're our kids' chef, like, and they just don't have adult conversations. I go to the gym for 45 minutes a day so that I can have adult conversations. I love my kids. Don't doubt that. But I would like to talk to an adult that can put together a full sentence, and it's not about Bluey. I'm just saying. So it's never awkward. Like if you're a gabber, you could just tell yourself it's not awkward. They want me to ask about their day because I had somebody the other day, I could tell she was struggling at the gym. Like I could just tell she was upset. So when I got done with the gym, I shot her a message. I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but I just want you to know, like, I think you're a strong woman and I don't want you to forget that. She's like, I really wanted you to know I appreciate that because I've been going through depression and it's hard to show up. When's the last time somebody asked you how you were doing? I just said, "Hey, how you doing?" Think about that, because that's the same for another woman. There are so many women on a daily basis that I talk to that they're like, "Thanks for just saying like, hey, how are you?" Because I'm gonna be real honest with y'all.
Mommy, I got slow.
You have a bubble. This is my life right here. A 4-year-old, well, 5-year-old. And so a lot of times I don't have people that ask me like, "Hey, how am I doing?" or "What have I been up to?" or "Where did I go with my kids?" And that's just adult conversation. So the next time you're like, "Oh, this is awkward. I don't know how to do this." Well, I know. Hudson, you want to tell them hello? Like, come tell them hello. You got to lean in. So, I mean, but you got to think that's my life 24 hours a day. We don't spend any time apart. So, that's the next time your mind tells you, like, "Oh, this is awkward for you to talk to another woman." Um, Ask yourself, man, when's the last time somebody checked in on me? Well, thanks, guys. I love her too, but she can be a lot. Hang on. Let me see if I can mute. If y'all will mute when you come in, that would be great. Please, please. I don't have mute powers. I don't think. Yeah, I don't. People don't check in on moms often. Um, yeah. Okay. Hang on. I'm almost done. All right. So this is what I really want to say. You are allowed to build this business in a way that does not burn you out. Have Ashley Veal and I experienced burnout with this? Hey guys, I love y'all, but I don't have the power to mute. It's also not fair to get on here and not mute yourself and respect other people so they can hear the training. So if you will look down and cross out your microphone, please. I can't get Ashley Veal to do it because she's at something for her daughter. Okay, so you're allowed to build this a business in a way that works for you and that you're not burnout. Like, I wanted you to guys to very realistically look at this and say, "Hey, this is how Allie Fullenwinder runs this. This is my full-time income. It is more than what I made as a teacher. So I have 12, 16 hours in a day to run this." If you are working a full-time job, then no, I don't want you to feel like, "Hey, this is what I have to do." I want you to find joy in this business. I do find joy in this business. And I want you to know and tell your brain, "I'm allowed to show up to build this business in a way that works for me right now," and not feel guilty about that. That you're not showing up as hard as I do or as hard as somebody else says. This is about your success, guys. And that looks different for everybody, okay? That's what I do want you to do. So today I want you to decide who are you and how you're going to show up for the rest of the month, okay? That's what I want you to do. So if you're going to show up as a CEO for the rest of the month, I want you to drop CEO in the chat. And then remember, these are our 3 non-negotiables for the month. We're having, what did we do? Oh, you clicked the wrong button. We're having 3 conversations every day, and that adds up to 90 to 100 conversations by the end of the month. And then we're also putting out content every day. So is that a reel? A lot of times, I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all could record like B-roll of you putting together your kids' lunches or you doing your makeup in the morning, and then put like a sassy little quote over it of like, "I chose to show up today even though I was tired." And if y'all aren't using ChatGPT to help you create your content, you're letting your brain talk you into that's lazy. No, it's a personal assistant that helps your ideas sound a lot more polished and make the content creating process way less frustrating. If you go look at my Instagram in the last month, you'll notice like I've just put out content every single day. It's because I literally, you can steal this from me. I will go to ChatGPT and I will say, "Hey, this is my idea for a reel. How can I make it where people relate to it? And what would you say for a hook, caption, and call to action?" And he spits it. I think mine's a he. Spits it right back out at me. So quit thinking you have to do this all on your own with your brain power. So remember our 3 non-negotiables. I'm going to give them to you one more time. Is that we are having conversations. So we're talking in stories, we're replying to comments, or we're sending messages or happy birthday messages, if you can count for that. We're also putting out content, which is either to empower, to motivate, to relate, or talk about our products for the business opportunity. And then we're following up. Guys, don't ever feel guilty about a follow-up because let's be honest, it's Friday. I couldn't tell you what I wore to the gym on Monday. Definitely not. Could not even tell you right now. If I can't tell you what I wore to the gym on Monday, do you think I'm going to remember that I told Heather Gonzalez I wanted to purchase a VFX foundation? You are not annoying them. You're being like a personal assistant, and that's providing good customer service. All right. So if you're ready to run with this, how many CEOs did I get in the chat? Like, we're showing up messy. I love that. I saw Tiffany put that. Yeah, ChatGPT will help you with content if you're not using it. Heather's doing it, Tiffany's doing it, and said showing up messy. Like, guys, I want you to show up messy. I built this 100% being messy, and people relate to that. And if you need to make a checklist, sorry, this sports bra, I've lost a little weight. It's not great. Um, so I want you to, if you have to make a checklist, like Heather said, checklists are good for her. And if that's what you need to do, of like, my goal is to have 5 conversations a day, and then I'm doing 1 post or 2 posts a day. If you did, let's just look at it this way. If you did 1 post in the morning and 1 post at nighttime, and then every day you scheduled like an interaction post at lunch of like, are you a coffee or tea person? Are you a Team Coke or Team Sprite? Do you know in a month, if you average out 1 to 2 posts a month, that's 60 different posts that you're putting out. And that's 60 different opportunities. That's if just one person sees it, and more than one person is going to see it. That's 60 different people that looked at your profile. Like, guys, please don't think it's these massive amounts of action. It's all these little bitty tiny seeds of sand that add up. So remember our 3 non-negotiables and our CEO. Y'all got any questions? I'm about to text Ashley. She can stop recording. Y'all got any questions for me that you want to ask while I'm here?
I have one.
Okay, ask away. Wait.
Sorry, I was typing. I was like,
Amberlynn?
well, I'll just ask her.
No,
Do
that's
you
Tiffany.
suggest like I was a timer, an alarm? Because I like the idea of a checklist, but I'm going to make the checklist and then I'm never going to look at it because that's just how I am.
Yeah.
So like, I'm trying to figure out like, I'll get through halfway through the day and I'm like, shoot, I didn't make a post. So like, is there like, do you have like a suggestion?
You